What a journey! So lovely. Kieran, he got 11 stars. Did you think he was going to do that?
To be honest, when he did the water one the other day, I get his fears and phobias and stuff like that one. And with the water one in the little box, like, there is the danger. He could have died, he could have drowned or whatever. With this one, it's just if he's scared of cockroaches or green ants or anything, and he's scared of heights, he's not going to die. He's attached to something. And it was like he was saying, it's about his kids, and he was thinking about that and the big jump at the end. I thought he did really well. And I think it's that thing before he left the camp, which we saw in the episode, about him wanting to please the men in the camp, that he feels like he needs to be a bit more macho and prove himself to the thing, which I think is a bit ridiculous, because I don't think you should be going in there to prove yourself to the other guys. We saw the other night Jamie saying, you know, men cry. He might come across as this big, tough character, but he's not. He's just...
I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's like... sometimes there's sort of quite a lad mentality there, and he's definitely not the lad. Like, he's just sort of a...
It's sad that he feels like he's got to prove himself.
And sometimes it feels like it's a bit of a sort of a rugby initiation. It's like, I'm going to get some stars instead of putting your dick in a pint or something.
But he did really well, really well.
Yeah, he did so good. Were you pleased for him?
I think he did so well, and I think it made me kind of proud to watch. I mean, I'm not even in there. But it was so nice to see him do it for his campmates, and he was so overjoyed. Like, even when he just did that jump, and you could see he was so nervous. He was talking to himself like, it's not dangerous, it's completely safe, it's completely safe.
He's quite jovial as well with it, which is his character.
Absolutely.
So it was amazing that he did that jump, and you can see how ecstatic he is at the end. He's like, I did it! Like, he's so overwhelmed. So it's amazing.
How important do you think the win was for him, Scarlett?
I think not for the camp, like taking the camp aside, just for Iain, because I think he's his own worst enemy. He is really harsh on himself, and it's so sad to see, because he comes across genuinely lovely, and I think he's worrying too much about everyone else. And I thought it was lovely when he came back and Jamie went straight in for the hug.
Yeah.
And I hope that now he feels a little bit more accepted. And I'm hoping at the end of his journey he realises it doesn't matter if you're not accepted, just be you.
And it was nice to see him emotional in the Bush Telegraph when he started getting emotional about his kids and how his kids had told him not to look down, and it was nice to see that other side of Iain that I think we've all been waiting to see.
It was so cute. Lots of you have been getting in touch at home. Let's have a look at CS Rizzoli, 23. Love that name. So the main thing we learned from the Space Your Fears trial was that it was perfectly safe and it chafes your balls. Well done, Iain.
It's like really hard trial though. Like, it's like...
Because of the chafing.
The chafing is one thing, and his size as well. He's so gangly, and like...
Yeah, because I know it's a spaceship, but actually it's quite small, and his length...
When he leaned over to grab that star, it's like, you know, like, he just basically went, whereas Dennis would have been like, ah! Would have been horrible for him.
Peak.
Do you think his status has now sort of changed in camp, Kieran? Now he's sort of a bit one of the lads?
I think to everybody else, but again to himself, I still don't think he's in his own head where he's like, yeah, I'm accepted a little bit, and I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's from that very first entrance that he did where everyone sat on the other side of him because they'd saw his VT or whatever. I don't know whether he hammed it up in the VT to be a bit like, I'm going to be controversial, and then he realised that he wouldn't be liked in camp if he was going to be like that. So now he feels like he's got to do the trials and provide the food to show everyone, like, I'm just like you lot. Or maybe it's that thing of being a late arrival that he feels like he has to prove himself a little bit more.
I think he did I think it was more that he had to say those like dreaded words, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, in the water challenge, and I think he couldn't face to go back into camp to do it, like, to say that again. So for him, I just think it was more of a he wanted to do something for his team, which was really nice to see.
Yeah, I think I love him. I like him a lot. He's just like a gentle giant. It's like he's like Shrek. I really love him.
To hang around with Toff more.
All right.
You know?
Because I think if he hangs around with Toff more, because she's so positive, I think it'll help him. Like, I just want him to be more positive in life.
Yeah, totally.
What do you think? Why do you think he's here? What do you think he's trying to get out of it? Do you think it is a thing, like a personal thing, to get over things and try and achieve these goals that he's got in his head, or is it to be liked, or like, why do you think?
I don't think it is to be liked, because at the beginning, if you remember, he said, "Oh, I'm 42, and like if I'm not going in there to make friends because I'm 42, I don't need any new friends." I think he just wants to like find himself.
He does. He could have gone on a gap year.
Yeah.